Cruise or Will
So you're saying
Smith.
give Britney a break?
Give Britney or any woman or children, you're supposed to have rules to the game. There gotta be rules to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And don't put nobody in danger driving, you know?
Late Friday night, Britney hit 3 hotspots and was snapped at Caesars Palace at Pure nightclub with P. Diddy.
One of the captors of the permanent A-list quote-unquote singer just keeps getting drawn deeper and deeper into the troubles of the producer/wannabe rapper. Now she was the paymaster for the sex trafficking. And again, this is allegedly Robin Greenhill, Britney Spears, and Sean Diddy Combs.
Diddy opened up for NSYNC on their final world tour. This was in 2002. Lance says, I overheard him talking to Justin being like, you need to drop these efforts. You need to go solo. You need to drop these.
Justin Timberlake is nervous boots. He had the PR team on it. He apologizing, but it's too late to apologize. Justin, you in the book.
Shocking new details have emerged regarding Diddy's alleged involvement in Britney Spears' downfall, and the revelations are more disturbing than anyone could have imagined. Compounding the situation, Britney's ex, Justin Timberlake, has been accused of conspiring with Diddy to sabotage her career out of spite and jealousy. According to recent reports, Diddy provided Britney with substances the night before her infamous 2007 VMAs performance, which many fans believe served as a final humiliation ritual before she was placed under conservatorship.
So bringing the new years with me, boys and girls, here tonight, Miss Britney Spears!
I am too. You guys gotta look at the television. It's 27 seconds too bad. Just remember, what happens to Britney.
But that's not all. Diddy's deceptions regarding Lou Taylor and Robin Greenhill from TriStar Entertainment have also been unveiled. These women are reportedly the masterminds behind Britney's conservatorship. It appears that this entire scheme was premeditated to sabotage Britney's career, and the details are truly heartbreaking, as they ultimately destroyed one of the greatest pop stars of all time. With so much dirt emerging about Diddy and Justin's connection to Britney's downfall, let's break it all down.
Oh my God! She's completely involved. She is completely involved.
Against Diddy continue to mount as he awaits his trial in May 2025. And now there's a new twist involving reports that he may have played a role in Britney Spears' downfall. To fully grasp the gravity of this situation, let's rewind to December 31st, 2006, when Britney hosted a New Year's Eve party at Pure nightclub in Las Vegas.
Daniel. Right, guys, back up. Yeah, back up. Back up. Back up. Back up the side of the check. Hey, back up. Back up. Hey, let's go. Back up. Back up, guys.
Well, here's where things start to get sketchy. Britney's manager at the time, Larry Rudolph, denied claims that she had passed out, asserting instead that she simply fell asleep. He told the Associated Press, by about 1, she was just done, so we took her out. She was not drunk, she was just tired and falling asleep. However, multiple eyewitnesses reported seeing Britney conversing with one of her male dancers when she suddenly collapsed on the floor. One eyewitness noted that it appeared Britney was being dragged and was unable to walk on her own. They also overheard a female member of Britney's entourage shouting, "Make sure nobody gets any photos, no photos anywhere." While they managed to keep photos of Britney being carried out under wraps, images from just before the incident show her holding a champagne glass and looking like she was about to pass out. Following that night, the tabloids went wild, depicting Britney as completely out of control, with new stories emerging daily claiming she was spiraling. By February 14, 2007, Britney had checked herself into a rehab facility in Antigua, but left after just 1 day. Then, just 2 days later, she shocked everyone by walking into a salon in Sherman Oaks and shaving her head, an act the media quickly labeled as a mental breakdown.
Performance was less than polished because of all the partying she got in Sin City rather than rehearsal time. Late Friday night, Britney hit 3 hotspots and was snapped at Caesars Palace at Pure nightclub with P. Diddy. Saturday night, she hit the dance floor again And last night, after leaving the awards, Britney was spotted at Noir nightclub until 2:30 this morning, where she apparently spent most of her time in the restroom.
However, in her 2023 memoir, Britney revealed that shaving her head and acting out were her ways of pushing back against the circumstances she faced. Just a few days after the incident at the nightclub, Britney checked into rehab again, this time at the Promises Rehab facility in Malibu. Yet again, she left after less than 24 hours. A few months later, Britney fired her manager, Larry Rudolph, the same man who claimed she simply fell asleep that New Year's Eve. At the time, Britney made an interesting comment, stating, "My management totally knew what they were doing when they sent me to rehab, suggesting she was fully aware that something shady was happening." This insight likely explains her refusal to stay at the rehab centers selected by her management. In May 2007, Britney penned the famous "I Am Lost" letter to her fans, which indicated her suspicions that her management was setting her up and potentially medicating her against her will. She spoke about experiencing strange symptoms before being sent to rehab, yet she couldn't understand why, as she wasn't drinking or using drugs. It is believed that by this time, Britney was being regularly medicated without her knowledge or consent, which likely contributed to her erratic public behavior. After writing that letter, things only seemed to spiral further. Over the following months, Britney was involved in several public incidents while the tabloids worked overtime to portray her as unstable, claiming she was a ticking time bomb and a danger to her children. The situation deepened when Britney began spending considerable time with producer Junior, born in South Africa to Israeli parents. JR became a significant figure in her life during this turbulent period. He moved to the US at the age of 12 and made a name for himself in the early 2000s by collaborating with prominent artists in the music industry, including Rihanna, Destiny's Child, and even Britney's ex, Kevin Federline. Throughout the summer of 2007, tabloids began speculating that Britney and JR were dating, as the two were frequently spotted together.
You know, I cried with him and said, it'll be okay. You know, tomorrow I'll come. I just want him to be happy. He was heartbroken.
But it gets worse. During that same interview, Justin tried to shame Britney for wanting to wait until marriage to be intimate.
Britney has always said, and I'm quoting, "Good morals mean waiting to have sex until after you've been married."
I would definitely agree with her on that.
Okay. Did you and she live up to this during your relationship?
Sure. Sure.
However, given what we now understand about the industry, it seems likely that J.R. Radin was one of those Hollywood handlers. What are your thoughts on Diddy and Justin Timberlake's alleged involvement in Britney?